The book of Zechariah is a prophetic work found in the Hebrew Bible and the Christian Old Testament. It is attributed to the prophet Zechariah, who likely lived during the 6th century BCE and prophesied in Jerusalem after the Babylonian exile. The book contains a collection of visions, prophecies, and messages of encouragement, exhortation, and hope for the people of Judah as they rebuild the temple and restore their nation. Summary of Zechariah 1. The call to repentance. Zechariah begins his prophecy by calling the people of Judah to repentance and to return to the Lord with all their hearts. He reminds them of the consequences of their ancestors' disobedience, which led to their exile in Babylon. 2. The vision of the horses. Zechariah receives a series of visions from the Lord. One of the visions involves a man riding on a red horse, followed by other colored horses. These visions signify God's watchful eyes over the nations and his plans for Jerusalem's restoration. 3. The vision of the high priest. Zechariah has a vision of the high priest, Joshua, standing before the angel of the Lord. In this vision, Joshua is cleansed and clothed in clean garments, symbolizing God's forgiveness and restoration of the priesthood. 4. The vision of the lampstand and olive trees. Zechariah sees a vision of a golden lampstand with 7 lamps and 2 olive trees, one on each side. The lampstand represents God's Spirit, and the olive trees symbolize Zerubbabel, the governor, and Joshua, indicating that God will empower them to complete the temple's construction. 5. The flying scroll. Zechariah sees a vision of a flying scroll, representing a curse upon those who steal and lie. This vision emphasizes the importance of honesty, integrity, and adherence to God's commandments. 6. The vision of the woman in a basket. Zechariah has a vision of a woman representing wickedness, being confined to a basket and carried away to Babylonia. This vision symbolizes the removal of sin from the land. 7. The promise of restoration and blessing. Throughout the book, Zechariah promises God's restoration, blessing, and protection for his people. He reassures them of God's covenant faithfulness and his plans to bring about the Messianic kingdom. 8. The coming of the Messiah. Zechariah prophesies about the coming of the Messiah, the humble and righteous King who will bring salvation and reign in peace and justice. Conclusion. The book of Zechariah is a prophetic work filled with visions, prophecies, and messages of encouragement and hope. Zechariah's prophecies center around the restoration of Jerusalem, the rebuilding of the temple, and the promise of God's presence and blessings among his people. The book emphasizes the importance of repentance, obedience to God's commands, and reliance on his Spirit for empowerment. Zechariah's prophecies also point to the coming of the Messiah, who will fulfill God's redemptive plan and establish his kingdom. The book of Zechariah remains relevant today, serving as a reminder of God's faithfulness, his plans for restoration, and his promise of salvation through Jesus Christ.